every second that I've been awake, I feel has been a mistake. I read 20% exactly of the book. Days 2 through 4 were literal torture. Trying to wake up at 5 in the morning, your brain fights you so freaking much.
Indeed, Merrick muttered, confused.
Now the big question of the day, am I actually going to continue waking up at 5 in the morning? Hello besties. Today we're gonna find out if I can become a 5 a.m. productive girly. Hello friends, my name is Lexi and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an experiment of sorts. I have always wanted to become a 5 a.m. productive girly, always. I feel like those are my favorite videos to watch on YouTube because I love seeing people be productive, but I've never actually known what I wanted to do at 5 in the morning. Until that is, I discovered Haley Phams. I tried waking up at 5 in the morning to read vlog. I'm gonna link this down below, but essentially Haley tried to wake up as an experiment for 7 days at 5 in the morning to see if she could find more time to read. And I thought to myself, hey, I'm a booktuber. Maybe I should try that. And so essentially that's exactly what this vlog is exploring. Can I actually wake up for 7 days in a row at 5 in the morning and be a productive reading girl? Let's find out together. Good morning. It is like 5:20 in the morning, I think, or something like that. I did wake up at exactly 5 a.m., but as soon as I was up, my cat and my dogs were like, well, if we're waking up, you have to make us breakfast. I made them breakfast and then I washed my face and I put on a little bit of makeup. I thought about this and I thought that if I had makeup on, I would be less likely to want to go back to sleep because I knew I would have to take it off. You know what I'm saying? I think that that was a good theory because every second that I've been awake, I feel has been a mistake. I don't know if this is just me or if this is everyone who tries to wake up at an ungodly hour, but the whole time you are getting out of bed, your brain is screaming at you that you are an idiot. However, I'm awake now. Today I'm going to be reading my Patreon book club pick, which is, I think, Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. It's like a cozy fantasy and a cozy mystery, and it's also on Kindle Unlimited. And I am so excited to continue reading this. I did start it earlier and I'm at 20% in on my book. So my goal is basically just to read this every single morning. And then if I can somehow finish this book, I then want to read Frostheart, which I'm staring at right now. That's my other Patreon pick. So we have 2 books this month. We have one, which is a middle grade, and then one, which is an adult cozy fantasy, cozy mystery. And I'm really excited to continue on in this book. So I guess let's go ahead and start reading. Okay. Officially 7:45 in the morning, and I have to say I am living my very best life right now. The sun just came out and I went outside and it was so nice to be awake this early and actually see the sunrise and everything. There's like a flock of geese that came and that was really cool, and it just looks so peaceful and nice in my backyard in the morning. And I don't don't know. I kind of like waking up this early. I will also say that it was so nice to read and not feel guilty about all of the things that I need to do. I was not thinking about anything else. I end up getting to 41%, so I read 20% exactly of the book, and I'm really enjoying this book a lot. It feels like higher stakes than Legends and Lattes, but it still feels cozy enough to feel like a cozy fantasy. So it's the perfect book to read in the morning because I'm not really reading anything super jarring, and it's a very like relaxing and nice experience. I'm having a really good time. It's about to be 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some breakfast because I'm starving. And then I'm gonna start my work day. And I have to tell you, right now, I'm feeling really good. I think if I cannot nap, this whole thing will be such a win. So I will catch up with you for day 2 at 5 a.m. Bye! Good morning, it's day number 2. It is day number 3. Good morning, it's day 4.
The truth that they are hiding is nothing that I fear. And I know that hate is my list, covering every possible kiss.
Good morning. It is 5:26 in the morning according to my kitchen clock. One of my kitchen clocks is off. If you ever see this, that is not the right time. I'm really surprised right now because days 2 through 4 were literal torture, which is why I really didn't like talk a lot during them. But today is the first day that I actually woke up around 5 naturally. Like I woke up at 4:50 on my own without an alarm clock, and I'm really surprised, and I'm actually fairly awake, which is very weird. So let's make some coffee and let's get to reading. Also, according to my Amazon cart, my iced coffee or like my double espresso little pods, they're in my mailbox. So I'm gonna brave the dark, cold, scary world and try to go get them. Success. Literally happiness in a cup. Okay, I'm ready to read now. Okie dokie. Oh, I see it. There we go.
Voyage of the Frost Heart by Jamie Littler. Read for you by Joshua Maguire. Part 1. Outcast. They shouldn't have been out on the snow. The snow hides death, the Fire people would claim. Connecting the tower to the rest of the stronghold. All Fire children were trained in the arts of survival, but Tobu trained Ash harder than anyone else in the stronghold.
Good morning. Okay, so it's now around 7:15ish, and I didn't end up reading as much as I normally do because I have an appointment. I'm taking my dogs in to get groomed, but I just wanted to say that I feel like this is the first time this week that I actually woke up fully awake. My camera, on the other hand, is dying. She needs to take a nap. So I think this is where I'm going to end the clip, but I'm really hopeful for like the first time in this experiment that I could actually get used to waking up at 5 in the morning. So, okay. Hello. It is 10:30 at night. This is the very first time during the 5 a.m. experiment where I'm kind of nervous for the next day. Because I'm waking up so early every single morning, I am making sure that I go to bed early. I'm actually on my 3rd cup of coffee for the day, which I'm not endorsing. I have to stay up until this video is done because it's due in the morning for like a sponsor approval. I am almost done with it, but it's taking longer than I initially anticipated, which is fine. Even with 3 cups of coffee, falling asleep at my kitchen table, I've tried everything to stay awake because the video has to get done tonight. I'm anticipating that I won't finish until midnight. So I don't know how I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. I don't know, the thought of waking up that early tomorrow is just not a good thought right now, but we'll see how it goes. and I'll see you in the morning. Hi guys, so it is day number 6 and I'm going to be totally honest with you. I did not wake up at 5 in the morning. If you are trying to wake up at 5 in the morning, your brain fights you so freaking much, even if you get like the full amount of sleep that you need to. But if you don't, if you're running on like 5 hours of sleep, I think I was running on like 4.5 hours of sleep that night. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I also think a really big factor for me personally that I am finding is the motivation for waking up at 5 in the morning. I have been excited every single morning because I'm waking up to do my very favorite thing in the world, which is to read books and to drink coffee. It's true, 5 in the morning sucks for like anyone, but at least I'm doing stuff that brings me joy, you know? This particular morning though, I was waking up to edit because I had finished all of my edits, but I wanted to do a final run through of edits as well as like do the thumbnail and then export it. I knew when I woke up, I wouldn't be able to enjoy reading until I finished this, so I knew I would be waking up to finish the edits, and my brain literally said no. So if you're doing this experiment at home, maybe you have to pick something you're really passionate about or that you're excited about. So yeah, this is the very first morning I didn't actually wake up at 5 in the morning. I feel kind of bad about it, but also not really, because I really wanted that extra couple of hours of sleep. That's day 6. Let's hope that tomorrow I can actually wake up and finish the experiment strong, but honestly, who knows? I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is day number 7. We made it. I feel like it looks darker than normal. Let me put on more lights. Did that help at all? Yeah, that helps a lot. Good morning. It is the very final day of this experiment. And I have to be honest with you, I feel so proud of myself. Every single day, including today, has been such a struggle, I guess aside from day number 5. And I'm just so happy that this is the last day and that I actually made it. So I think I might take a tiny break from Frostheart because I really want to continue reading a book called The Winter's Promise by Christel Dabos. So I'm gonna grab that book. But first we're gonna make our final coffee of the vlog and then we can start reading. Okay, I've got my coffee and I've got the book that I'm going to be reading. So without further ado, let the last day begin.
It seemed even more of a challenge with her parents. Her mother had an overpowering personality that allowed room for nothing but herself. She spoke, she demanded, she gesticulated, she didn't listen.
I've officially been reading for about an hour. It is 6:22 a.m. Okay, it's about to be 8 o'clock. I feel very tired, but I feel very happy and accomplished. I did it. I finished the last day, and now I can go take a nap. Hello, friends! So, the experiment has officially finished and come to a close. And I have to tell you, I am so glad that I actually attempted this, although I will say it was about 100 times harder than I thought it was going to be. I genuinely thought I could get into the mindset where waking up at 5 in the morning was no big deal as long as it was only for 7 days, but that is not the case. Every single day was a bit of a struggle, which leads me to my very first finding of this video, which is if you're gonna wake up at 5 in the morning, you have to do it because you're excited about something. Every single day, I had to wake up at 5 and then literally argue with my brain because every single inch of me wanted to go back to sleep. It was cold, it was dark, I was tired, and I kept thinking at 5 in the morning, this is so stupid, nobody cares, go back to bed. However, the one reason I kept waking up time and time again was because I kept arguing with myself, yeah, but you really like reading. And the prospect of getting out of my bed to make myself my favorite type of coffee just to read actually sounded pretty good. And that's why I succeeded 6 out of the 7 days. The one day that I did not succeed was the day that I knew I was going to be waking up early to work on editing a video. I think the key to success with waking up early is you have to be waking up to do something that you're really passionate about or something that sounds really comforting and nice. And to me, there is nothing I love more than drinking coffee and reading good books. Now, the big question of the day, am I actually going to continue waking up at 5 in the morning? And I think the answer is no. But I will say I actually really enjoyed waking up earlier in general. I felt way more productive. I was way more productive throughout the day. And I also really loved how every time I picked up a book to read, I didn't feel any guilt at all. A lot of the times, even though I need to read to make content, I feel guilty when I do take time to read and it's like in the middle of the day. I almost never do that. And so a lot of the times when I read now, I have this constant little voice in my head that tells me I should be doing a million other things. But that voice never once was present when I was reading at 5 in the morning. And I think it's because I was up so much earlier than I normally would have been that it actually felt like this genuine free time. And I also was way more awake because I spent about 2 hours reading every day. So 7 in the morning felt much more like I would feel at 10 in the morning. I think overall, I do want to try waking up earlier in general, but I don't think I'm going to do 5. I think it's going to be more like 6 or 6:30 a.m. We'll try that. Yeah, but I think that's it for the experiment. I did have fun trying to do this for 7 days. If you've never tried waking up at 5 in the morning, I mean, I say give it a go. I did find that I was a lot more productive and reading at 5 in the morning was actually kind of fun. Thank you so much to Haley Fam for having this incredible idea. I will link her vlog down below. I highly recommend checking it out. It was so much fun to watch and it was really, really fun to try doing the experiment myself as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to this point of the video, please leave me one of those like little emojis that has like the little Z's or some sort of like a sleep emoji, because that's really what I need after this video. And a huge thank you as well to all of my Patreons over at Fox and Wood. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel and my dreams. And I think you guys, that's it. So until next time, book lovers, keep your head in the clouds and your heart in a book, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.